All right, so we're on a quest to get Hook in, and we have Bibor, who just needs to be able to apply their expertise. And I'm also getting nervous about what we're going to do with the fact that we're now consuming a lot more nutrition. And we still haven't come up with any wildlife to speak of. So we're kind of currently very lacking on food. Oh, Bibor is not assigned to wardening at the moment? Is that so? Let's double check that. Bibor. Wardening. Let's put you at 4. All right, and this should bring Hook into the fold. Our first join in a while. Okay, so Hook, congratulations, you're about to get decked out, my friend. Copy paste, put you in there, put you on the work zone. I guess just because we probably have a raid coming up pretty soon, I'm going to put everyone on work or cook. But Hook, you need all the things. You need the standard duster setup. Lavish meals are fine. We should put people back on paste though. Let's figure out who can eat paste again. Because we're gonna need Hook on paste, and then Randy needs lavish. Edie and Flynn, I think I put on lavish. And then Bangs has been pretty cranky lately too, so I'm going to put them on lavish. But everyone else, I'm going to put back on paste to kind of alleviate some of that. And then now, very excitingly, fungal gravel should be back on the menu. So let's get ourselves in better shape here. This is not that much work. And then I was thinking, like, let's do that too. So you think no one likes nutrient paste, but you'd be slightly incorrect, because our ideology, we relish. Fungus is despised, but we don't mind eating nutrient paste. So it'll be a hit to the colony's happiness because we won't be getting the buff from lavish meals. But, it's kelp, people. It's fine. All right, and then we got Hunter lacks ranged weapon. Hook. What is Hook? Hook's gonna be a melee person. So we need. Oh, actually, so we probably should have set Hook on, not on standard duster, but on melee. And then we need to decide what weapon Hook is going to use. Let's see, we got Order Doer, which is Psychic Sensitizer Free Wielder. No. Okay, that one's bound to Edie. Murder Knower is just a free wielding. We don't have a great one for now. So for now, I think we're just going to give Hook Murder Knower. There we go. And then Hook is in, but now work-wise, Hook is only going to be doing one thing for the time being. And that is construct. With a priority of 2. That'll be it. And then Hook is just going to spend a lot of time working on clearing up our fungal fields to be fully developed. And this will be Hook's bed. It's not the best room, but it's surprisingly beautiful. I should have looked at these a little more closely. Is there anyone we want at all of these 4? No, no. That's a lot of burning passions. Holy cow. I don't think I've ever seen someone with 4 burning passions. Social, intellectual, artistic, and plants. Kind and fast learner. And then 2 minor passions too. Paige is kind of insane. But we're not in the mood to grow per se. Let's check. Oh. All right, we need to oh no. Flynn, you're out in 13 hours? Okay. We desperately need to do another Murder Knower is up there, you know? We had some other good ones. So we have Rose, Order Doer, Georgette, but then I feel like we had some. What is B Wars? Ralarar. And Amboss has Kelsenmar. And then what is Tony rocking right now? Tony has Kelvinger. But yes, Murder Knower is definitely up there. You gotta pay respect to Murder Knower for sure. So Hook, where are you? You need to be working on this all the time. There is nothing else that you should be doing. Where are you going? Consuming a lavish meal? All right, that's reasonable. Oh, betrayal offer from Pete. Pete, an outlander of the Hawaii, has learned that Pixie and several of his refugees are being hosted. He will send you the following reward if you kill all members. I don't really want to kill them. Especially for a bionic eye. I can just make a bionic eye. That doesn't seem that important. But Hook, you really need to get to work. You're not going to be fast at this, and you got a lot of work to do, and you're botching construction. What a world we live in. Yeah, tough call. Murder the 4 of them. I mean, we could do it pretty easily, right? We just light a little fire and block them in, and they'll just starve to death. But a bionic eye just isn't quite enough. Oh, I figured. But I do enjoy entertaining the thought of extreme cruelty. Let's see, where's my my wall smoothing? Gonna clean up these walls while we're at it. Okay, and we do have our first bulk trader, which I'm hoping they brought some meat with them. We're going to buy all their meat. I mean, they are pretty worthless. I don't want to oversell these guests. They're not very useful. Okay, let's see. That's our gazelle meat. Actually, no, it's not. All right, so we'll take all of that meat. Any animals worth... I don't really want to spend a bunch of money on animals that we aren't going to get much of a return on. But pants, shirt, pants. We have a synthread too, because that's curious. Cowboy hat. And we'll keep our tinfoil hats. We need those. And then all of the good and normal sculptures can go. We only use excellent and better. All right, and that puts us just below, so that's pretty good. Did you see LTEX, or are you wondering if we will take their LTEX? Because I was trying to keep LTEX around for a while, but it was too hard to keep in stock since we can't make it. All right. Amboss, Love Flynn. All right. We have yet again corrected it. So one of the big things that we are... Oh, trade ship. Bulk goods trade ship. Good stuff. It is the Utanu Transit Company. Oh, yes. It is part of the Royalty DLC. And LTEX enhances psychic sensitivity, which makes your Psycasters more powerful. I will take 700 Husky meat. Thank you very much. Let's see. What else? Anything else interesting that we're going to get? We get rid of all our bird leather, wolf skin, heavy fur, bear skin, rhinoceros leather. Take all their medicine because we've been burning through it a little uncomfortably fast. I don't think we need any bricks. Our wood supply is looking okay. A rhinoceros leather slave body strap. Tempting. But yeah, so LTEX is an unfortunately difficult to come by material. Ooh, sandstone morbid slabs. We'll take those for sure. And quite powerful. So for a while I had all my Psycasters rocking it, but it was unfortunately not that easy to keep in stock. Okay, we'll sell 210 smoke leaf joints, 67 of that. I'm going to keep all the Yayo. Yeah, we're not, there is in ideology, there's an interesting new meme that is based around ranching, which I would love to do a ranching playthrough at some point. But I haven't had the opportunity quite yet. All right, we got a bunch more meat. Because obviously, like, you know, I'm kind of sitting here and I'm still in my first run. And I should really be, you know, doing more runs and more playthroughs. But I get so attached to the playthroughs that I do. But at least we're getting some meat, which is counteracting the fact that we're really burning through our veg supply kind of quickly. I'm tempted to put down more rice hydroponics over here just to try and help out with that. But I'm also kind of hoping that the volcanic winter is going to settle down. This volcanic winter hasn't gotten very cold. Temperature will be colder, and plants will grow slower. We have not seen a lot of evidence of that. Oh, we did make an excellent minigun. I wanted this for Mule, who's been our minigun person. So we can get rid of that because now we have an excellent minigun. And then Mule, you are going to come equip this excellent minigun, and we're going to read the art for it. A goose's barracuda. This weapon bears a depiction of White brutally harming a goose with cold efficiency. The goose's eyes are closed. The image is bordered by 9 goblins. The work seems to express fun. This artwork refers to an incapacitating of a goose by White on the 8th of September, 5524. There you go. That will be... a goose's barracuda will be Mule's new weapon, if anyone was curious. The more you know. Okay, so slowly the meat will make it from this store into this one, and hopefully our bears won't eat too much of it in the interim. But I'm tempted to continue. So this is our cycloid plants. This is our smoke leaf, which we've slowly been converting over to be a bit more of a nutritious crop, but I don't know. I'm kind of expecting that things are going to settle back in. So I haven't done a lot of board gaming, Stefan. One game that definitely piqued my interest and that I was very curious about was Gloomhaven, which I understand to be a board game first and foremost. But I've not done a lot of board gaming outside of that. All right, we got our next bulk goods trader coming in. Not out of lack of interest, just out of not hearing the call, I guess, is the way I would put it. And also, what's our graph look like? Oh, I guess the mass animal insanity, which was, I think, 3 turtles turning against us, was basically it. Inspired taming on Edie is not that useful. Hook is making serious progress. We may be converting Hook over to Tektugaism before we know it. Let's get Edie talking to Smiles. Okay. We can pick up some bird meat from them. Some raccoon meat. Explain it ruining it for you in the sense that now you only want to do that, or in a different sense. We'll get rid of the plain leather. We'll keep the thrombo fur. This bulk goods trader is not as lucrative as the previous one. We're not coming up with a lot of goods. Oh, we do get a wooden slab. Wood is kind of garbage, though. Hey, Leaf. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? How are you doing? It's good to see you. It's been a hot minute. I've been a busy boy over here, to say the least. But this is a very ancient colony that I've been working on for some months now. It's going pretty much like clockwork, except for the fact that we got hit with a volcanic winter, plus a few other complications that have caused our meat supply to run a little bit bare. So I'm trying to summon some traders. I've been enjoying it, Leaf, to be sure. I totally understand what you're saying, Stefan. I'm curious if, like, but things like Gloomhaven, are they on Tabletop Simulator? Because I've always assumed that Tabletop Simulator was more for the more run-of-the-mill games. All right, we'll get that Mega Sloth for a little bit of extra meat. I can't remember how long these people said they were going to hang out with us. They depart in 4.2 days. All right. Not soon enough, if you ask me. Yeah, Leaf. So I've been doing a lot of treks to the Great North. All right, Mega Sloth Revenge. Valentin, you got this one? Looks like the answer is no. Needed a little bit of micro to make sure that the Mega Sloth didn't chomp Valentin too aggressively. I'm so happy that Muggs still found a spot in here. And I don't expect that it's going to take too long to convert Hook over. The problem that we're going to have is we don't have a proper bedroom for Hook. Oh, Pixie has confusion. That's not a surprise because Pixie has dementia. A pacifist colony leaf. That is a feat in RimWorld that I am not familiar with. Oh, that's really interesting, Stefan. I honestly just didn't know enough about Tabletop Simulator, and it's really cool that it's extensible in that way so that people can kind of do the hard work, because that's very interesting. The Gloomhaven, the game that came out recently, also piqued my interest. It seems like it's very well done. Yeah, Stefan, I'm wondering the same thing. I hope Leaf is willing to enlighten us a bit about it, because it seems like the first raid. Oh, so you go full deadfall traps. That seems like it would work for a while, but also I think it stretches the definition of pacifist if you're just setting up traps to to dispatch your enemies. But interesting nonetheless. So did they not have, so like as an example, I have actually I have three factions: the Covenant of Kanto, the pirates, these pirates, and the Cannibal Pirates that I am perma hostile with. Yes, technically correct is the best type of correct. But so were they playing with no perma enemies? Because that would be another kind of step in the right direction. I would expect. Let's see. Let's put. I love that you can now buy flooring from other factions. It's very satisfying to be able to put cool floors in various people's rooms. It adds so much visually to the game. Yeah, because I could see a design for a playthrough where you get through that initial kind of like that initial hardship, and then you sort of are settled moving forward. But yeah, these are fun. Uh, it does strike me as like at some point the game always keeps throwing raids at you, and deadfall traps will only get you so far for sure. So Stefan, you for a new Gloomhaven player, you would recommend starting with the recently released game. I don't have a great feel for. I've played a fair amount of it, so I understand kind of like each card has the ability to be discarded for a default action versus being able to be used for kind of like its power version type of thing, and there are cards that you burn. But I've not actually sat down and watched someone play a full playthrough. A longtime viewer on the Twitch side, Curious, was very excited about the release of Gloomhaven. I'm not sure how much they ended up playing though. But definitely a game that was on my radar that I was curious about. We still have this Masterwork Uranium statue, and I'm really conflicted on where it should go. It should go somewhere. It's a waste not to. Yeah, I mean, it struck me as kind of like a more structured D&D, which, you know, from my perspective, I I also haven't been involved in a D&D campaign for probably like 25 years, and and even then they were on the less structured end of D&D campaigns, but definitely have a soft spot for D&D in general, and I'm always looking for games that kind of scratch that itch. I really like getting invested in characters. That's a truth of my playing generally. Now I think we want to suspend the vegetarian lavish meals, just because now we have a meat supply, and I'm starting to sweat our lack of rice. For such a mature colony, it's kind of sad that we're balancing this, but Hook is doing a beautiful job at fleshing out our fields. That is an absolute classic. Leaf was involved in said early Dungeon and Dragoning, and you were the DM, weren't you, Leaf? And we had a particularly wayward paladin whose answer to a stampede of giraffes was to just kind of stand in the way, plant their shield in the ground, and try to weather the storm, while the rest of us had plenty of time to move out of the way and not be trampled to death. So it was a bad time for the paladin. Reveille. At this point, oh man, these vagabonds have seen better days, to be sure. Oh, so wait, so I have a question, Stefan. Based on that description, is Gloomhaven the application different than Gloomhaven the video game? Because that's the one that I was referring to most recently, was Gloomhaven the video game, which my understanding is single player, I thought. But I guess you could play it with multiple players all sitting at the same keyboard, potentially. Like, put it on the big screen and have each person control one of the characters. Is that the way that you play it? Because I'm also concerned about this. But you've certainly piqued my interest.